Okay, good morning. The blue moon reading today is to get the energies around you, situation, people that are connected to you, and I will try and sort the microphone out later today. Just been a few things going on, and I just haven't had time to figure it out. One of the other things as well, I was explaining in an earlier video, I'm in a new apartment for me, relatively, and I'm still getting stuff to go in it, so that's why it echoes a little bit. Okay, what do we have? We have, to start us off, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. This is somebody that's taking counsel, taking advice from friends, from family, because they've been stuck under that umbrella, protecting themselves from the rain. And they are trying to get out from underneath it. And they don't know how, or they haven't known how, but there now is a move to actually figure out how they get out of that position of being under the umbrella. There's two cups still standing there. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. Somebody that wants to figure out how to move forward. But move forward without the umbrella. And the cards coming out together for some reason. It's been happening a lot recently. The Ace of Cups with the Hierophant. I'm using the Gothic Whispers Tarot. And I think that one of the problems that's keeping this person, whether it's you, whether it's an energy attached to you, what's keeping them kind of stuck is knowing how to step forward, knowing how to take care of the stuff that they need to. And with the Hierophant, it's almost like people asking for forgiveness. Maybe there's an apology that they feel that they need to give. If that's you, you'll know if there's anybody you need to apologise to. If it's the energy attached to you, you'll know whether there's anybody that perhaps owes you an apology. I don't know that it necessarily is required, but there's a feeling perhaps that on the behalf of this energy here. Yeah, and the Seven of Swords is really trying to figure out a plan. How do we do this? How do we take this kind of Ace of Cups and we offer it? With the Hierophant, I get the sense of kind of being being humble. Maybe it's just saying I'm sorry, even if it's not necessary. It feels like there's a need for somebody to just say, look, I'm sorry. I suspect the other energy will say, you know what, there's nothing to apologise for, but there's just this feeling of needing to offer the apology, figuring out how to do that. Again, two cards coming out together. Page of Wands and Temperance. Maybe you've been thinking about how to send a message, and there's never a resolution how to do that. Maybe you or the person or the energy attached to you doesn't know how to, and so there's been this kind of patience. It's almost like I'll do it when I get to the point that I feel able, or I know what to say, or I know how to do it, to this Seven of Swords. And it's taking advice now, I think, on how we do it, because it's got to the point where not doing it is more stressful perhaps than doing it. Three cards. I know what it is, the stuff coming out together. It must be an energy thing. So we have the Lovers, we have Judgment, and we have the Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups. This feels like it's connected to a relationship. Doesn't have to be romantic, but I get the sense that it likely is. And maybe there's this fear of kind of being judged. And that's why it's been so difficult to step forward and to address this. You get the sense that it's something that could have been taken care of very quickly, very simply. There's not really an issue here, it's just the perception of there being a problem or something that needs to be addressed or apologised for. And sometimes the perception is actually not founded. There's no perception on the part of the other person or the other energy that this needs to be done, but there's a fear of, well, what if it's not accepted? What if it raises more issues? With the Eight of Cups, I get the sense that there's a concern that by re-engaging you actually create a scenario where another energy would walk away. The person perhaps you're feeling like you need to apologise to may walk away. I don't think that's true, but again, it's perception. I don't want to use the word catastrophizing, but it's that thing where, it's imagining all of the things that, kind of could happen if you do something. So, if the energy actually kind of steps forward and tries to address it, there's a fear it could make it worse rather than better. I think in reality, it will actually make the energy feel better, make both energies feel better, but the person that has been putting this off would actually be helped, and their kind of fears and concerns would be put to rest by actually addressing this. And there we have the Empress. I think it's, this is the outcome. The Empress is, if you actually address it, you come to that point where it's like, okay, I don't need to worry. I have nothing to worry about. Whereas right now you're sat in that energy of fearing that there's something kind of bad that will happen, that something kind of will get worse rather than better. And here we have the Seven of Pentacles. It's kind of like, the garden, whatever this issue is, seems to have been behind the situation. It's just not an issue from the perspective of the other energy. So I think that there's a sense of, maybe this is the once in a blue moon. It's like, do it, address whatever it is, and then move on. fresh start. I've been pulling oracle cards in the week, and this one came up, so I've left it as kind of the guiding energy for the week, which is Blue Moon. Believe in the impossible, from the Moonology oracle deck. With the Justice card here, I get the sense that this is the resolution. This is what I get the sense it's the best outcome possible. You know, you get the resolution on it. You get to know that the thing that you're worried about, you don't want to address, is actually not an issue. And then we have two cards come together again, the Seven of Wands and the Three of Swords. I get the sense the thing that this energy fears most is there being some kind of battle, or that, this kind of talks to the lovers being, the fear is that this relationship would kind of come to an end because the other energy in this situation won't accept the apology. As I said earlier, I get the sense that there really isn't anything from that perspective, from the other energy's perspective, to kind of apologise for. And we get confirmation of that with the bottom of the deck. We have the Ten of Cups. Happy ever after. Rainbows, and not on this card, but it's happy families. So, if you're thinking about addressing something with somebody else, do it. That's the sense I get from the energies here. It's almost like it's this believe in the impossible once in a blue moon. This is the chance you can relieve your concerns. You can deal with, the issue that you think needs to be addressed. If apology is necessary, then make the apology. I don't feel that it is, but I feel that that's the perception, because it's blocking from the Ten of Cups. If you raise it, address it, get the confirmation that it's really not an issue for the other energy here, then it enables you to move on in the Ten of Cups. But if you don't, you get stuck still, and it creates more stress for you, perhaps more frustration for the other energy. But I get the sense that if you have something that you've been thinking about and wanting to talk about and maybe feeling you need to address, now's the time to do it, because the Ten of Cups is what sits on the other side of that. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense for somebody. If it does, I would love to know more in the comments. If you like the video, you know what to do. And if you feel that this kind of reading would be helpful in the future and you'd like to see more of them, please subscribe to the channel. That will make sure that every time there is a new reading uploaded, you will be one of the first to know. But that's what I have for you. Until the next time.